Hey everyone, waiting for you to come and check in. Hopefully I can hear y'all guys soon. Come on guys, come on guys, come on guys. Anybody coming in? Anybody coming in? Anybody? Come on, I'm here to ask those questions. All right. But anyways, let me get into some of the topic today. I'll wait for some of you guys to come in. And today's video, I just want to talk about first thing I want to say thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone that has been following my channel. I appreciate y'all. I love you so much. Thank you for sending me your messages on my Boost in Motion Instagram and my Boost in Motion Facebook. I've been trying my best to get back to you guys as soon as possible and give you all the information that you need. But once a week, I want to make a live for about 30 minutes where I'll answer any of your questions that's related to Infinitis and Nissans from the 3.7 to the VR30 twin turbo for the Q50 Q60. Also, I used to own a Maxima back in the day. I used to have a 3.5 and a 3.0. So if any of you guys have those motors too and just want to know a little bit more information, or if you want to modify it, maybe even add music. This is I added music to like my Maxima days, but even from my G and up, I just did mostly performance parts. So if you have any questions, I'm here at your disposal. So let's go. Midwest, love you, brother. Appreciate you very much. We're gonna definitely do a collabo, and we're gonna try our best to do a collabo for everyone that's on my viewership, and we're gonna help you guys grow your channel. Hey, what's up, QC Hey, what's up, brother? Appreciate you very much. Now that I have a bit more people, once again, I want to say thank you to everyone that are following my channel. But for the people that are following right now, if you have any questions, I'm at your disposal for 30 minutes. I'm gonna do this once a week to try to give you my best answers. Okay. Hey, what's up, Wesley Snipe? What up, Boost? This is Danny. Hey, what's up, brother? All right. What Redsport? I want to know the easiest way to make 500 wheel horsepower. That's one of the top questions that everyone asks. What's up, PRM5? Jenton Patel, B Breezy, the boy 561. Hey, what's up? How are you? How are you? The first question goes to Wesley Snipes. He asks how to make 500 wheel horsepower out of his Q50 Redsport. And everyone, I'm gonna say it, it's not gonna be on a JB4. You're gonna have to get a tune, guys. We talked about this plenty of times. If you follow the Q50 Q60 group on Facebook, there's also a tech group that's a bit smaller, that's more performance oriented. But even Midwest have talked about it. If you want to make 500 wheel horsepower, repeat, 500 wheel horsepower for Q50 Q60 Redsport. This is the VR30. Tune is a number one thing that you're gonna need to do. You're gonna have to get a tune from ECU Tech, any tuner that can either do it remotely or that you have to go and strap it onto a dyno. Second, you already know bolt-ons. You can do full downpipes, even though I'm not a fan of full downpipes. I'm really not, but lower downpipes, you can choose any brand that you choose. A full CATBACK exhaust, AMS intakes, but two crucial things is a high pressure full fuel pump. And at this moment, there's only one company that makes that high pressure fuel pump. I believe it's Nordstrom Energy, but they're selling their high pressure fuel pump through AMS. It's quite an expensive piece, but you're gonna have to go full E85 to do this on 500 wheel horsepower. But because our community is growing so vastly and so quickly, we now have turbo upgrades that are going to be coming out on the market. A few companies such as RT Tuning and AMS have their own upgraded turbo units and or upgraded turbine units. So on those, for some of the people's cars I've seen it for them, they're pushing 500 wheel horsepower on 93. This is like within the last few months. This is astounding. This is great. But that's going to be a pretty freaking penny to do it on 93, just to change out the turbo units. So the most cost-efficient way to make 500 wheel horsepower is to run full 85 with a high-pressure fuel pump from Nordstrom Energy. You can get that fuel pump from AMS. Full bolt-ons, of course, either full downpipes, lower downpipes with the CATBACK exhaust, and AMS intakes or any other intake that you choose to go with. All right, that's the most cost-efficient way. You can probably get that done for about $3,000 to $3,500 all in all for parts and labor and a tune included. All right. Let's go to the next one. What do you think about? Hey, what's up, Paul Visor? What do you think about the new JB4 run-in Terry is working on? I am pretty excited about that. For some of the people who are following, I'm the kind of the JB4 guy for the VR30 and the VR30 for the Q50 Q60. But Terry has come out with a new update. If you guys been following, let's say N54 and N55 platform, they can be able to adjust the fueling and/or the voltage that comes from the oxygen sensor and/or mass FO sensor. So that allows you to change around the AFRs. Now, with the JB4 for the Q50 Q60, at the higher RPM, we're running pig rich. We're running AFRs are running right around 11.5 and sometimes even 10.9. So we literally not putting down much wheel horsepower, and we're just limited by that. But Terry now has these fuel wires where we can actually adjust the oxygen sensor of voltage, so we can actually change the AFRs a bit, where we can actually lean it more back to the 12 side, 12, high 12, low 12s, which is great because we'll gain a bit more wheel horsepower at higher end. So I'm actually very excited about that, but we'll see what the future holds. Bear with me, guys. I'm a bit new with this, so I'm just trying to answer the questions as quickly as I can as possible. Hey, what's up, Jacob? How are you? Yo, Boost, I have a code pop up. Just installed my JB4. Any idea the mass? So it's a mass airflow sensor. I necessarily wouldn't know why you would have a mass airflow issue, because the JB4 only plugs into the MAP sensor. So if you're having a mass airflow sensor error, check your connection, see if you maybe unplugged something wrong. But if not, always send an email to Terry or to Burger Tuning, because they actually get back to you quite quick. But I would always recommend check your connections first, because for the Q50 Q60, we don't unplug the mass airflow sensors. So it should be totally unrelated. Just saying. Domenico Russo. Hey, Boost, Megan, lower downpipes of stock exhaust. What do you think about that? Plenty of people do it. Everyone does it. It's actually a really quite common mod to just put the lower downpipes so that your turbos could just spool up quicker. There's people I even know that I know in the regular world that don't follow me on this, that just have lower downpipes and stock exhaust, and the turbos just spool up quicker. That's it, with no JB4. They just cars just gets up acceleration's a bit more quicker. That's really what it is. That's perfectly fine. Hey, what's up, Winner? How are you, man? Hey, what's up? All right. $1,599. Oh yeah, yes. Oh yeah, $1,600 high pressure fuel pump. Yeah, that high pressure fuel pump that you can use for more fueling on 93 or any type of fuel you use is from Nordstrom Energy is $1,600. That is an expensive piece, guys. That is an expensive piece. The boy 561. Hey, so I just got 19 by 9.5 and 35 offset square, and I also bought BC coilovers. Was wondering, do you have any recommendations for tire size I should get? Once you lower your car on coilovers, I've had my 2015 Q50 and now 2018, and I've been on coilovers pretty much for both of them. And 9.5, you can push. Well, if you want skinny tires, you can always go 255/35 all day, every day. That's nothing. 255/35. But if you want a little bit of meat on your wheel, on your tires, you can go with a 255/40. You might be able to push a 275/35 also. Okay, depending on how much camber you're running in the rear, because the fronts will clear all day, every day. But the rear, depending on how much camber, I've noticed if you're pushing somewhere between 2.5 negative camber all the way to like negative 2 degrees of camber, you might not be able to fit a 275. But if you're pushing right around 2.5, 3-ish, you should be able to put 275/35 all the way around with no issue. And that's on natural camber. You don't even need to get camber arms in the back, because you can still adjust the rear camber arms to go in a little bit more, but they max out just trying to push them out anymore. All right. What do you what's up, Hi Pixel? Hey Pixel, or HE Pixel, whatever. Sorry guys, sorry, I apologize. What do you think about being able to add paddle shifters to the 2018 Q50 3.0T non-red sports? I've heard different stories saying that you can and you can't. All right, from what I read, once again, I'm always going to make the recommendation. If you want to add paddle shifters to your 2018 and up, because the 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017 is pretty much the same vehicle, technically. But for the 2018, they changed up the wiring harness for the paddle shifters. So now for the 2018 Q50s and for the 2017 Q60s, you have the paddle shifters on the steering wheel. One of the ways that I've noticed that people are doing is they'll buy a steering wheel with the paddle shifters that come with it as a whole package. But there's a separate harness that's still supposed to run into the column. So I'm really not familiar with that method at all. No one has made a write-up for it, at least yet. But there is a second method that if you join the Q50 Q60 group on Facebook, there's two guys. He may be a subscriber. Hopefully he comments on here. There's a kit that you can buy that sells the actual OEM harness that runs through the column, and you'll have to buy the strut that goes around, and then you go have to buy the paddle shifter separately. So I would just recommend go to the Q50 Q60 group, join it, and post that comment up there, and hopefully, matter of fact, even below, I'll look for it later on, and I'll put it in the comments below, because I remember it being there, but I don't know if he highlighted it or if they stored it in that group. But if you can join that group, post that question, and I bet you he'll just come in and answer it, because I know someone's selling that harness. Bear with me, guys. TK, does the Q50 3.0T have an LSD, or is it? Oh, come on. It's open differential. Come on. You know Infinity's cheap now. They rather use the ABS sensors to trick and play fake LSD. That's what they want to do. So unfortunately, we are stuck with an open differential. But you can go to Z1 Motorsports, and now they do sell, LSD differentials for us. They're kind of expensive unit, but my recommendation, if you're rear-wheel drive and you know that you're going to be supercharged, or even if you're just a regular 3.7 and you still like to beat on your car, you want to get you don't want to have an open diff, purchase that rear differential. For the all-wheel drive guys, I still don't really think that the differential is really a necessity for us, because our ABS system just pretty much is our tricking LSD type of thing. It just jumps in and helps us out. But, you know, that's my recommendation. If you really like differentials, purchase it, look into it. All right, guys. Oh, let me stop right here. For the newer people that are joining in, I want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you guys for following the channel. If you want to contact me on Boost in Motion on my IG and Boost in Motion on Facebook. But this, I want to do lives once a week where I give about half an hour of my time just to answer all you guys' questions, or at least as much as I can. All right. Thank you. Now let's continue. Michael, hey man, love the channel. Are Canon drop-in filters a bad idea for these cars? I don't necessarily think they're bad. I just think they're kind of just a waste of money. I mean, why can't you just go with regular paper filters, about maybe half or a third of the price? Canon filters, what I don't like about them is that they put oil in them. Like you have to oil them. I mean, you can re-clean them, but when you put the oil in them, that oil can, based on the amount of suction, it'll get on the mass airflows. And once they get the mass airflows dirty, it can give you screwy readings over time. So that's why I just don't like Canon filters, because they usually oil them. So try to go with a regular paper filter or dry filter or dry cone. Okay, let's continue. Jentin Patel. Hey, Boost, wanted to know your take on rev match on Q50. I can do it with the paddle shifters in manual, but in automatic, when I brake, it will rev match sometimes. It will rev match. Yeah, you're right. I definitely noticed that too. If I just leave it regularly and drive on both my cars, the 2015 and the 2018, if I'm pressing the brake, it will like lightly, depending on how much brake force I give it. Usually the transmission would just jump and try to rev match it. And I always thought that was weird, because it gives you that extra push at the stoplight for no apparent reason. I don't really necessarily what you mean by that question. To be honest, I'll just chalk it up like this. Our transmission is not all of that. I mean, it's one of those transmissions that's supposed to last forever, but we just don't have one of the dopest transmissions on the market, to be quite frank. So the rev matching, I don't necessarily know what you want to go with it, but it's just, I'll just leave it at that. It's just something quirky about our transmissions. All right, VNT Violator, I believe the name is Violator. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. Do you get wastegate rattle on cold starts? This is your 2018 RS, and I'm now getting it. I noticed in the morning, I don't have an RS, I have a regular Silver Sport, but it's the same cars for the wastegate. It does have some rattle in the very cold mornings, but it's usually when I know that has a heat cycling. Usually in the morning when you first start your car, your wastegates are fully opened. They're fully opened. And then after about 20, 30 seconds, I guess they close. That could probably come from there's like an actuator. Even though it's electronically controlled, the actuator sometimes could be a little loose. That could happen over time, but it just could become the amount of exhaust gases coming out your car. I don't think necessarily it's a bad thing, but it is kind of an annoying thing. It does happen, but I mean, it's at least for me. So as long as the car is running right, I'm driving it. That's it. If it's really becoming so much of an issue and you feel like there isn't a performance issue, take it into the dealer, see if they can take a look at it and complain to them about the issue. All right. Hey, what's up, John? How are you, man? Love you. Appreciate you, man. From John and from New Hampshire. Appreciate you. Love you very much. I have the same rims. Go with 255 40 R19. They fit fine. Yep. He's definitely right. Yep. John's definitely right. That 255 40 gives you enough meat, but if you want a lower profile tire, if you want to slam it, go to 255 35. But if you want the most tread, the 275 35 with like -3% camber would work really great. What is the blessed ball valve for Q60? Louis James. At this moment, there's only one kit available, and that's from Z1 Motorsports, and it uses the HKS blow-off valve, sequential blow-off valves. At this moment, nobody has made a separate blow-off valve kit yet for this car. So remember, this is still a new platform. A lot of companies are going to start coming to us because they love Stingers more, but hopefully they'll give us some more love and attention. At this moment, it's only Z1 Motorsports. I'm sorry. I wish we could have some more choices. Yep, Z1. Oh, hey, what's up? Regardless, Dave, Z1 LSD boy, gotta be Myri. Have you tried unplugging the ABS to do the burnout? Yes, I have. I definitely give it a shot. It definitely works, but I didn't make a video about it because I just haven't had the time. About a month and a half ago, I pulled my sciatic nerve, and I was in pain. I was literally, come on. I had pulled my sciatic nerve, and I literally was in so much pain. I was out of work for 2 weeks, and I was just still trying to make videos for you guys, but I was just in pain. I was just laying in bed. But I definitely did try it, but it's kind of embarrassing just to do one wheel burnouts. Like, it's so embarrassing. Like, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I mean, if you want to be the hoonigan, I mean, hey, one wheel burnout. But I don't like one wheel burnouts. But I'll definitely make that video because I know I said I was going to do it in the past, and I'm going to do it. All right, the boy 561, thanks. Okay, he replied. Static 17. Thank you, VQ Life. All right, VQ Life. I have a G37 2013 and have oil leak. Wait, I have an oil leak. You guys are infinity related. Was trying to find out if you guys can help me on this. Where is your oil leak? Like, Static 17. Comment again. Where is your oil leak? You need to tell us where it is. Harry, what's up, Boost? Love your channel. Hey, what's up, Harry? Shout you out. Love you very much. Remember, you guys can contact me at boostinmotion on IG and boostinmotion on Facebook with some of your independent questions. But I want to put a lot of that love right now into this video so I can just get back to you guys and try to give you the best information possible. If not, I'll give you diversion to maybe Midwest channel. And I'll give One Trek some love too. Did he comment? Yeah, One Trek, what's up? I'm gonna shout out One Trek too. He's giving the Q50 3.7 a lot of love. He's definitely growing his channel. So if you want to check out One Trek and if you like his channel, definitely subscribe. All right. Taylor Lock, don't put the oil on the can filter or minimum amount. You're definitely right. Kurt Hutchison. Hey, what's up, Kurt? What's up, brother? All right, all right. Any chance you can talk about offsets? Okay. I'm gonna make this as simple as possible. All right. When it comes, you talking about wheel offsets, Kurt. So, all right. I don't think I have them on my channel anymore, but we had a old member of our Q50 Q60 community who had a Q50 Redsport, and he managed to put 325 in the rear on stock height. And but he went over to the Mustang community. But just to briefly give you his offsets, in the rear he had 325. Excuse me, he had 325 on a 20 by 11 wheel with a 55 offset. It was insane. So briefly, just to talk about it, if you want to have the widest tire on stock height, I'm not telling you put 325. No, that's unnecessary. But if you want to rock like 275 or 295 in the rear, some of the safe wimps that you can go with is 9.5 to about 10.5. You try to have those offsets pretty high. So that means you want to have offsets right around that 45 or plus 45 offset to that plus 35 offset. That's the safe range on giving you right around that 275 all the way around. Now, if your car is going to be slammed on coilovers, that's like cheating the system, because with this excessive camber, you guys can push a lower offset. That's when you're right around that plus 25 to plus 15 on a 9.5, 10. But I can't go to the point about being hella flush, because I'm gonna make a video later in the next few weeks. I don't know if you guys follow his IG. It should be Stretch, but he has a really great channel. I mean, a really great really great Instagram. And he's like the slammed and lowered Q50, and he's gonna talk about offsets. And I want him to give you all the information on making your car have the widest wheels and the skinniest tires. All right, all right, all right, guys. I really wish I would have give you a little bit more information there. John Ditto on the Z1. Yep, love the difference. The way that you don't have to rely on brake token. Yep, you're definitely right. Kassan, I'm looking into AXLEBACK, STILLEN, or I'm not looking for power. Just want a nice sound. Okay. All right. Kassan Allen, do you have a 3.7 or a 3.0 T? That is a very important question. And anybody that follows this channel know that's the truth. If you have a 3.7, your CATBACK, your AXLEBACK, your downpipes, whatever it is, your test pipe's going to sound amazing. If you have a 3.0 T, we are not going to sound that good. And I don't even want to talk about that 3-inch CATBACK that's going around right now, that MBSP, is it MBRP, 3-inch CATBACK that everyone's complaining about. But just to briefly talk about AXLEBACKs, and you're not really looking for power, I do believe that the Infinity Helmholtz, it does sound really nice on stock exhaust. One of my friends, he has a Q50 Redsport. It sounds really nice, and he has nothing else done to his car. It's completely stock. Still an AXLEBACK. I had that on my car. I didn't really like it. It was kind of quiet. It droned a little bit right around 2,500 to 3,000, but it's only that one part it droned. But if you're daily driving, that drone exists all the time. I was so annoyed with it. All right, let me just speed it up. What's up, brother? Hey, what's up, one fine track? Okay. What's going on, brother? Can't stick around too long, but want to show support. Thank you. Midwest, he's pumping those videos out. I don't know. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, he definitely is. Okay, thanks for the response. I feel like I'm plugging the ABS to make it rear-wheel drive. The performance would actually be better since all the power goes straight to the back instead of all four wheels. You're completely right, Marvy. I'm sorry that I didn't get back to you as soon as possible on that. Just trying to go down the list. You're definitely right, but I'm very scared of doing any type of spirited driving in rear-wheel drive mode. Because when I did it on my 3.7, I completely lost control, like trying to cut in and out of traffic. Not saying you guys should do that. Just don't do anything dangerous. Once again, I'm going to stop right now. If you guys have any questions, please direct it to the chat. I'm going to try my best to answer. Also, I really love that John, Midwest, they jump in and they like to answer some of the questions. And if some of you guys have the answers and you're reading the chat, answer back to some of those guys. It's really good because I want this community to be able to help each other. Like, I don't want to be the only person to give the answers. You know, it's really great just to help you guys, and let's just continue. Thanks for the response. I feel like, okay, back to John. For the fun check on AMS site, they have the RS600 kit. Yes, that is big money, but it has big turbos, big injectors, and big pumps. So let me just stop right here, guys. Am I the only one that thinks that the VR30 motor is actually really good? Because look, they brought out the GTR, right? The GTR, the what is it, that Rouge Q50, right? With the GTR motor. And they did that to like get us hype, but then they pretty much gave us a baby, you know, VR38, VR30, right? It's quite amazing that this motor is definitely taking a beating. There's people now who put 450, 650. They have almost 600 pounds of torque on stock internals. You know, some stock lower end. Like everything about this motor, it seemed like it's built very well compared to other cars who take boost. I mean, think about it, guys. I think we really have a good award-winning motor that may be great in the future. So we'll see where this goes. Thanks for the whole video, Offsets. Thanks for the shout out, man. Just came from Hell 88. What would the Mustang have to to do to walk you? Well, I mean, Mustangs could walk me very easy. What would Mustangs have to do? Like, they could walk me very easy. Like, you first thing, you got the 2018, right? Mustangs with the 10-speed automatic transmission. They're running mid 11s, low 11s on 93 in a tune and tire. So, I mean, how much can we really do? We only good from digs. But if they got tired, they're hooking, they're gone. Those 10 speeds. My friend has a 6-speed manual 2015 Coyote. He has a hard time keeping up with me from a dig. But a roll, he has a better chance. But I was running lower boost targets back then. Now he's just like, yo, your car is freaking fast out the line. But he's gonna do up his car soon with E85 and everything later on. Let's go. Yeah, 20 by 11, 55. Yep, you're right. Well, let me see. Alex, wow, what's going on here? What's going on here? Show. Okay. Alex. I saw somebody said Alex here. Where'd he go? Where'd the name go? Oh man. Yep, MBRP is trash. Okay, Alex, yes. I have a Q50 Redsport 2019. Wow, you just got a brand new one. Should I change oil every 30,000 miles? Doesn't say in the owner's manual. Infinity wants you guys to change your motor oil every 10,000 miles. If you want to do that, because it's a lease, do what they say, period. Because you know what? If something goes wrong, it's on them. But here's the funny thing about it. If you don't go back to them in that 5,000 miles, because they usually on the mail, they want you to go back at 5,000 miles, but they don't change your oil there, and you come back at 10, or let's say your motor, your turbo runs low on oil, they're going to sit there and say, well, why didn't you come to us if you heard any noises? Because they like to complain. But most of the time, from what people have sent me messages about, Infinity usually just helps you guys out. They definitely do give you your warranty work as long as you don't have any modifications on the car. With my car, I already did oil change twice. So yeah, I changed my own oil. I don't this is a turbo cars. Based on industry standards, our motors are supposed to eat oil. Any new motor, our motors aren't built airtight anymore. They're built for like efficiency. So I believe the industry standard was a motor should eat about 1 quart of oil every 5,000 miles or something like that. I believe it's somewhere out there. I remember I read it and I was like, this is insane. But this is something that happens across all the manufacturers. Just want you guys to know that. So my recommendation, if you do a lot of your own work, change your oil yourself, and keep using their buy their Infinity oil filter. Because just in case something happens and you bring it back, they see a Infinity Nissan oil filter. They don't see a mobile one or a Fram. You get what I'm trying to say? All right. Wow, this is a lot. Have you heard of Rhino? Yes, the Rhino Tulsa style console upgrade. It does look interesting. You can follow Insignia. I believe his YouTube is Insignia. He has all the Tulsa screens. He talks all about that for the Q50 Q60 model. So he's really holding that down with the whole Tulsa style nice screen infotainment. And you can put waves on it. That's freaking dope. So I really can't give too much information about it. I would love to get the unit, but I'm gonna just keep my money towards the performance parts right now. Looks like it's coming from the front. Timing belt could be from the head gasket. What? Okay. Passenger side is only 55,000 miles on it. Heard it. Oh my. Wait. You said you have a 2011, right? So you might have the gallery gasket issue because they changed. No, you have a 2013. I believe they changed the gallery gaskets after 2012, 2013. So you may be one of the newer motors that don't have the gallery gasket issue. My recommendation, I mean, passenger side, 55,000 miles on it. Uh, so you have excessive oil getting sucked into the motor. Man. I really have no recommendations there. Just take it to a mechanic, have them look it over. Take it to Infinity, just have them look it over, see, at least diagnose it and see if that is that issue. Get the buy the gallery gasket kit and take it to a private mechanic and have them do it, because Infinity's going to charge you too much just to replace the gallery gasket. Period. So yeah, that's one of the things that happened for the earlier VQ37s, where they had an old style gallery gaskets. I believe they were made of like I don't want to say paper mache, but it's made of that cheap like material used out of wine bottles. But like the newer gallery gaskets are made of like plastic and or some kind of metal material. But I really can't have much information there. I'm sorry, man. I have a 2015 I need to change. Okay. Hey Hoonigan, leave the 2 stripes. Okay. Trickster 213 LAG. How is it out there in LA, man? If you are from LA, how is it out there? Because I know that they just changed up the whole thing out there in California now. $1,000 muffler ticket. Like, that's freaking insane. Oh my God, I don't even know. But he said, appreciate you, homie. Oh, that's Florida. Sorry. He said LA. Should have kept on reading. 2018 RS owner family. All right, appreciate you. Love you very much. Kassan 3.7. Yeah, MLP. Okay, wow. Okay, there's a lot of comments here. Let me speed up. Myri 3.7 sounds awesome with exhaust. You're right. John Alex Oil, definitely correct. Damn, thank you guys for answering back these questions for me. I love you guys so much. Like, thank you. Midwest, on an all-wheel drive model, you will destroy the transfer case, the T case and trans doing that method. I did a video on it. Yeah, I don't think you would destroy it. I just don't think you unplugged it properly, Midwest. Because I remember you said that you unplugged it. I just think you didn't unplug it properly. Because I remember when I had my 3.7, I actually put the car on 4 jack stands. And I don't think it was either the brake light fuse while I pulled, and only the rear will spin. The front had no power to it. But I know on the newer models and newer cars, it's probably a bit different. And I know that you said that the Q60 model, you couldn't find the ABS switch behind the trunk. So maybe you just might have pulled the wrong one that still had it enabled, but I could be wrong. Boost, if you check my channel, I posted a video on my car whistling. Happens after driving hard and was told there is a TSB pulley after a few hours. Okay, yeah, you're right. All right, so there's a pulley issue with the VR30s. The earlier VR30s, the 2016 and 2017, I don't know what happened in the assembly line, and maybe even the 2018s, where the AC brackets were pretty much misaligned. Which will happen, what means is that the accessory belt would either stretch or be misaligned, and over time it would shred and it will pop, and then it will destroy any accessories and or hoses around it, which cause more problems for the owner. And this happened quite often. If you want to join the Q50 Q60 community on the forum on the .com site and or the Facebook site and look it up, it happened to a lot of our members. They didn't make it a recall. They didn't make it a recall because they couldn't figure out why it was happening. But at this point, it's just a TSB at this moment. So guys, just be careful. If you're hearing any weird noises, from whistling noises to that when a bearing is going bad from the crank pulleys or whatever the case might be, just take it to Infinity if you have warranty and just have them look over it. At least let them. What it does is when you come in, it protects you and it documents that you came there for a specific problem. So when you drive away, which a lot of people have complained, they drove away and like the next day the belt shreds, and guess what? They're going right back to Infinity. You know, guys, what I'm trying to say. So always protect yourself. All right, let me speed this up. How to make my Q50 faster with warranty still on it. Which Q50 do you have, Adrian? I don't know which one you have. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I love that you guys are replying. Change every 5,000 miles. You can do that too. Perfectly fine. Do not go 10K if you run JB4 or ACU Tech Tune. That is a fact, guys. If you're running a JB, matter of fact, if your car isn't stock, just change the oil. You already beating on the car more than you need to. Even the stock Redsports can't. None of these cars can take the freaking beating after a while, man. It's a turbo car. They're gonna eat oil. It's gonna happen. And it's not only Infinity. This is any turbo motor across the industry. Okay, our motors or any other motor that's mass produced now are gonna eat a certain amount of oil over a certain amount of time frame. Okay. All right, what are some good exhausts for the Infinity 3.0T Premium? Okay, Adrian. Okay, you had two questions that I'm still on. I'm not really a fan of exhaust, like CATBACK exhaust. So I would recommend just YouTubing it, Googling it, and just seeing if you could find the best people that may have the best videos on it. Because I'm just not a fan of CATBACK exhaust. I guess I'm just getting a little older. I like AXLEBACKs a little bit more, but otherwise, I'm just not a good at CATBACK exhaust. Just don't get that MBRP 3-inch CATBACK for Q50. Freaking sucks. All right, you have a 13. My RS says it uses 020, but Infinity puts 530. Could that affect the engine? Lewis, no. Usually in the summertime, they recommend you use 5W, 5W30, and in the winter, they recommend using 0W20. Reason being, the 0 allows its cold temperature is a lot better. With the 0 and the 5, it has a little bit of a higher warming temperature. But that's perfectly fine. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Yep. Thank you, Midwest. You answered that. Keep suggesting. Thank you. You guys are jumping right in, man. Oh man, I gotta jump in. Y'all guys are getting. All right. Good evening, sir. What parts? Let me go right to Vaughn. What parts are interchangeable between the Infinity vehicles? I have a QX50. I need some ideas. All right. One, you can put on the brake calipers or the Akabeno brake calipers with rotors. Those are interchangeable between almost all models. From what I can see, also I believe I read in the post for that car, you can also reuse the AXLEBACKs from the G37. I believe you can put G37 AXLEBACKs. Just Google search me on that. I believe I remember reading that a few years ago. So that's also interchangeable. And also the test pipes. If you have the 3.7 motor, and maybe even if you have the 5.6, you should be able to use the test pipes that are interchangeable from the 37 to the 370Z to the Q50. And even the M37 and M56 could use the same test pipes. So it seems like Infinity reuses the same test pipes, YPIPEs. Sometimes the mid-pipes are almost the same. Some a little longer, some a little shorter. But the exhaust seems like from the if you have the 3.7 or the 5.6, it seems like the CATBACK exhaust has the same architecture. It's just that either the mid-pipe's a little longer or the AXLEBACK is a little shorter. Okay. That's the best answer I can give from there. All right. Once again, continue. What do you think about the 17 RS roller drive, AMS intake, and their heat exchanger with that Gathos exhaust, MEGEN downpipes, and does that sound good enough to become a little quicker? You're missing one thing here. Where's your tune? What are you tuning? What are you using to tune it? I mean, are you going to go ECU Tech tune or not? Like, because I mean, you can put all the AMS intakes on it with heat exchanger and a loud Gathos exhaust with downpipes. Your car will be quicker, but what you need a tune there. Without a tune, you're not getting the most out of your car. I mean, you can honestly just do the AMS intake and heat exchanger with the downpipes and then a tune, and you'll be fast. Because those Gathos exhausts are freaking expensive. And I do have a subscriber here. I was gonna buy his Gathos exhaust. He was selling for a crackhead price, but I chose not to go with it. I thought it was a great deal, but I'm a little cheap, and I got stuff to do with my life. It's kind of expensive right now to do it right after the holidays. Gotta definitely go schedule an appointment for them. Okay, what does my Q50 do? A ticking sound when I start in the morning, and after warm up, it doesn't do it. Oh, all right, Adrian. When you start the car up in the morning, your oil temperature is at its lowest. Number one. Number two, all the oil drained from the top of the motor to the bottom. So when you start the car in the morning, the oil pump has to pretty much pump the oil and or warm oil to the top of the motor, and that's where a lot of the valve tapping exists. Remember, those valves are going back and opening and closing, so it's just a metal to metal necessarily hitting each other. Once the oil gets between those little creases, it actually quiets it up a lot, and that's why it becomes quiet after the motor warms up. That's pretty much it. Gotta definitely. All right. Static 17. Keep up the great videos. Thanks for taking questions. Appreciate. Also, should not be covered under word. Wait. 1 second. Thanks for taking my questions. Appreciate. Also, should it not be covered by warranty? 55,000. If you have an extended warranty already with them, then I don't see why it would be an issue. But if you don't have an extended warranty, because it's a 2013, I doubt you. If you don't, then or a third-party warranty, then no, it's not going to be covered because it's not a recall. It's not a recall. The gallery guy said it wasn't a recall. It's one of those issues like they know of it and they just changed the part over time. All right. What map do you run on your JB4 daily? Map 6, how much boost are you adding? Also, are you mixing fuel? All right, so guys, I've definitely been running E20, E30 more often in the last month or two, because in the next few months, I'm going to be going back to Cecile, and I want to get this E20, E30 mix down properly, because I want to go there with my best Canon, if you want to say. We'll get to that part next, but to be quite frank, I keep it at map 6, and I have two different map 6s. I have map 6 where I daily it, because I really don't beat on the car when I'm daily traffic. I really don't. Usually I do about it's like you can keep like a map 7, but a little bit more aggressive, and I'll put it like +5 at the higher RPMs, pretty much +5 at the higher RPMs, up to about 6,000. I have like my mid range from like 3,500 to 4,500 would be like +7 that for daily, and then after that I'll have it taper off from like 6 to 5 at the higher RPM just to keep some of the power. But I run 93, but lately I just been doing E30, and after like one tank of E30, I'll put in another tank of 93 just to clean out any E85 that's in there, because you don't want E85 to be sitting in a tank so long, because it pretty much absorbs more. I believe it releases water. Pretty much if you keep E85 in your tank, the E85 would separate from the water, so water will be sitting lower than E85 because the density is lighter. So that's why I just wanted to clean out the E85. All right. All right, let me continue. What does my Q50 do? Okay, no. Okay. What map do you run? Okay. All right. Is there any way? Oh, what's up, PR? What's up, PR? What's up, PR? Wait, 1 second. I pressed the wrong button. Is there any way to change the oil intervals from 10K that comes up with? Oh yeah, yeah, you can change it really easy. I think I might have made a video on that, PR. It's an old video. It's one of like when I first started. You can go through the menu selection and you can literally change up all the parameters of the reminders, and you could turn the reminders off. So I'm gonna try to make a mental note to put that in the chat a little later on, so you can see it, but you can do it within the menu option so that it will stop coming up on the cluster and it can stop coming up on the middle screen. It's very simple to do. All right, thanks, I appreciate it. All right, appreciate all the info. Boost, been listening to your channel before. I got a Q50, all info, blah. Yep, thank you. My old analysis was all fine. The TNB were okay, but the fuel in oil was 2%. Ooh, so 5K interval. Okay, MEGEN low. Are MEGEN lower extreme for life? Are MEGEN low pipes legit? Also, when adding a lower downpipe, does it add any drone or rasp, or does it increase the volume of the stock exhaust? All right, so I have a friend that has a Redsport right now. His brother's watching the channel right now. His exhaust got a little bit louder, but barely much. His startup's a little loud, but after that, it's still pretty quiet. You will gain a little bit more of a rasp. You don't get like you don't get drone, but it's like a little bit of a tiny rasp. But it's nothing that's unbearable. Nowhere near it. It just sounds like your stock exhaust is just a little louder. That's really is it. And MEGEN lower downpipes. This is the way the market works, guys, when it comes to installing or purchasing lower downpipes, right? Now, let me be fair. AMS was like one of the first companies out there to make lower downpipes, right? So they can set the price because they're one of the first people in the market, and they take their time and they put the quality into it. But this is what happens over time. Other companies that mass produce and use cheaper metals, like compared to like 304 steel or 404 steel or 403 steel, right? They can mass produce these components for a lot cheaper and quicker. So this is just the way the world works. You have the higher quality, and then you have the cheaper quality, but still could be good. So my recommendation, after I did a video on just the look and inspecting the lower downpipes that I purchased, and they were top notch. The welds look good. The only thing it didn't have was the brackets. A lot of people have spoken about the brackets on the lower downpipes. Like, why aren't they there? Because they're very important. Brackets are very important to have, but people who have installed it for the last 6 months have been, well, I'll say the last 4 months, no one has complained about cracking from them. And they're either tuned on the 85 or they're tuned on 93, and they're pushing excessive amount of boost. So they haven't complained about any cracking yet. So we still have to give it some time. Usually give it about a year. Just like MEGEN test pipes suck because they have a flex pipe on it for the 3.7. I freaking hate those freaking test pipes because they have the flex and they always crack. Like 6 to 8 months, they always crack. I went through 2 of them on my G37 and I went through 1 of them on my Q50. Tired of them. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I was just upset about that. What are best boost settings do you recommend for E85 93 on map 6? This is a non-res sport with downpipes. Which down? Well, if you have lower downpipes, well, of course the E20 30 max. That's when you put like 5 quarts. Sorry, no, 5 gallons. 5 gallons of E85 mixed in with 93 or 91. That's like an E20 E25 mix. Map 6, it all depends on your temperature, bro. All depends on your temperature. You got to data log it, 1. And 2, it all depends on your temperature outside. I'm in New York City, so it's freaking cold outside right now. And I know Midwest, Hoonigan, it's probably like 10 degrees over there. So he can push excessive amount of boost with an E20 or a 30 VIX with no issue because the outside temperature is so low and the car is going to be in this coolest state. And his charge air temps are going to be a lot lower. But if you're all the way out in some parts of California where it's really, oh no, I lost connection. Almost lost connection, guys. If you're all the way out in California where it's really hot and it's 90, 80 degrees, then you can't push that much boost. So I would always recommend going to the N54 Burger tuning site. He pretty much has a section in the N54 Fanatic site where they put up some of their boost logs. Add yourself to that group and look and see what other people are doing that are familiar. Okay, all right. That's my best recommendation. From what Burger Tuning is saying, anything plus 6, plus 7 on an E30 mix, you just don't do it when it's really hot outside. Anything above 70, 80 degrees is just too much. But if it's like under 50 degrees, E30 mixes are a go. I've pushed +9 in the mid-range. Okay, I push when I went to Cecile, I pushed +9 in the mid-range out at Cecile, and that was on 93, and my data logs were good. So I know if I would have did E30, I probably would have got into 11s. You know. All right. Woo. Damn, I even know I was on here longer than 30 minutes. Oh, we'll give it 12 more minutes, guys. 12 more minutes. All right. Dang, stop and stay right now. I appreciate y'all, guys. I love you guys so much. Keep the questions coming. Once again, if you want to contact me on Boost Emotion on Instagram or Boost Emotion on Facebook, you definitely can. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. If you just somehow stumble on the stream, just hang in there. Check out some other videos. If you want to join the crew, join the team, hit the subscribe with the bell notification. But let's try to continue. I want to just show some of my subscribers some more love. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Yes, John. Thank you, John, for taking care of that. I appreciate you, man. I love you, man. I appreciate y'all. All right. Without a tune, I meant no. Okay. Are all the stock Y pipes the same diameter? No, they're not. I believe the IPL Y pipes was completely different structure, but I believe it's definitely wider. And it was another Y pipe. I think it's the Nismo 370Z Y pipe is a little bit wider. But to be quite frank, Y pipes are so cheap that you could just go buy a MEGEN one from eBay or whatever for like $150. They're cheap. Just purchase a 2.5 inch. Really cheap, really easy to get. All right. Wesley Snipe, hey Boost, hit me up when you get back to Cecile. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that in my last 5 minutes. I want to talk about Cecile. Okay. One Fine Track. Joshua had a deal looking to the ticking noise as well. Yep. Thank you. One Fine Track. I appreciate you. I do factory filter. All right. Thanks, Boost. You should definitely do more live videos like this. I don't have any social media. I rely. Okay. Thank you so much, brother. I'm gonna try my best. I live in Atlanta. Do you think I should get a roll drive or all-wheel drive? You know what? We have global warming. But the funny thing is, I remember like 2 years ago, Atlanta don't really get so much snow, and they got like hit with like 2 inches of snow, and it was like a state of emergency. Let me be fair here. I like all-wheel drive cars because I like to take off from the light fast. I just like that. And I think that's the funnest part about having an all-wheel drive car. Taking off, and with us having a turbo car, it's like we just take off. And I love that GTR feeling because I rented a GTR for my birthday 2 years ago. And I just love the feeling of like I have that instant torque, instant just goes. I love that. Road drive though, I think road drive is freaking cool though, because y'all guys could just do burnouts and go into circles, and you know, you're not losing so much drivetrain loss when you tune, but you guys have it hard doing digs. So it's up to you. I think the advantage of rear-wheel drive is just the idea that you can mix match tire sizes from the front to the rear. And you can do burnouts, and you could do the fun stuff, and you'll have more fun doing road races. But it's up to you. I have lower downpipes with Optimus Performance. I don't think AMS was the first. I paid $350. Okay. All right. Boost back to cheaper pipes. Don't forget the fact that some companies just rebadge their parts. Yes, somebody posted up 1320 rebadging MEGEN pipes today. I saw it. 1320 is rebadging MEGEN lower downpipes. You're freaking right. Definitely. They're just renaming it. Yeah, it makes sense that they have the flex on the long pipe. Shaking man, this is the first car I ever had. Second, the comments about flex pipe and test pipe, too many potential failures. I appreciate the info. You got it, bro. Yeah, and yeah, it's n54tech.com. Definitely, that's where you go. You could go to, if you are following JB4, and if you have a JB4, go to n54tech.com. Burger Tuning has their own section just for the Q50 Q60. It's a huge thread. But there's a lot of people that posted up their boost targets for their red sports and their premiums, luxes and silver sports, and they'll tell you where they live and everything like that. It's a really helpful community right over there. All right. Will there be a company making big? Yeah, there is. There's already company. You already have AMS. AMS have their bigger turbos that are out already, but most is Pure already are coming out with their turbos. I've already did, but whatever company works with RT Tuning down in Pennsylvania, but they're not necessarily bigger turbos, but they just change out the turbines to more efficient turbines that can increase the amount of CFM outing. So you just have more cubic foot of air being pushed into the motor, but it's still necessarily the stock unit. Yeah, thank you, John. Yeah, thank you, John, for answering that. All right. Oh, thank you, Midwest. I even noticed you. Thank you for the what is that called? The donation. Thank you for the $10 donation, brother. I appreciate you very much, Midwest. We're gonna definitely do a live together. And we need to like have some good conversations with our communities and just give them the information that they need. And I hope you go live too next time. You got to go live soon. Hurry up, man. All right, let's go. And sorry, Boost, I meant to hit you up. When are you going to know? Wait. Sorry, Boost, I meant to hit you up. When are you going? I would like to know. Okay, I'll definitely put that. In the last 5 minutes, I'm gonna tell you all that information. I live in NYC. I'm 21 with the Q50. Wonder will be better, lowering springs or airbag suspension. Shannon Green, that is literally saying you should have chapstick or you should have the factory of Vaseline. It's two different things. Quickly break it down. Lowering springs are the cheapest and quickest way to change the appearance of your car. But on stock struts, it's not going to have the best ride comfort. And if you live in New York City like me, you're not going to enjoy it. You're not going to enjoy it, especially if you have a newer car. You're going to be bottoming out. You're not going to like it. Now, air suspension is a little bit more expensive at the sense of being, it could be a kit from $3,000 to $5,000, but you can go up and down as you please, and the ride comfort is amazing. All right. Now, my recommendation, just go to one in the middle. Get coilovers. Just get coilovers. Those are adjustable sports suspension that you can install. Just you take out the factory struts, you put them in, and you can lower and adjust the height on your own if you want. Of course, you have to use winches. So just look up coilovers for the Q50 Q60. That's what I've been using on all my cars ever since my Maxima days. I love coilovers. I don't know if I'm ever going to go bag. I don't know. I don't think I will. All right. And so if I throw in MEGEN lower downpipes, will that check engine light? I've had 2 people contact me on my Instagram and said that they have got a check engine light from installing lower downpipes, but when they went back and checked, either the bolts were loose, so oxygen was getting into the pipe, which would throw off the AFRs and give you a check engine light, or the oxygen sensor wasn't screwed all the way in, or they forgot to plug it in, literally. So at this moment, and AMS said it on their site, that if you change your lower downpipes, you should not get a check engine light without a tune, because you still have your upper catalytic converter pretty much heating up and burning off the excessive gasoline and or any other carbon or hydrocarbons. All right, so you should not get one. All right. Oh, thank you, Paul. I appreciate you. You didn't have to donate, but thank you. Love you. Thank you for buying me. I don't know where that is a shot, but that's a shot glass somewhere around the world. Thank you, man. And I've been watching you since the Q. Thank you, Shannon, so much. Thank you, hella late on this, but Boost, thank you, all your best. Appreciate you very much. Easy money, Sniper. So thank again, Michael. And I have no issues, but do not use spacers. Oh yeah, Mari, yeah. I had recommended in the old video to use oxygen sensor spacers for the oxygen sensor heaters that go into the lower downpipes, but yeah, some people already tested it out and said you don't need it, and AMS said you don't need it. So yeah, I'll listen to AMS. If they said you install your lower downpipes and you don't need to get a tune and you don't need the oxygen sensor spacers, I'll listen to them. They know what they're talking about. All right, if you have a rear drive, the HKS Hyper Max, was that 4 or 5 GT coilovers are excellent. Z1 has them. Yeah, check it out. Check out if John's give you some good information. Definitely check them out. I'm trying to figure out if I should upgrade my JB1 to JB4 or do downpipes first. All right, so I'm gonna make this the last question, but then I'm just gonna talk about the Cecile briefly. But the last question is gonna be trying to figure out if I should upgrade from JB1 to JB4. There's a few things you gain from upgrading from JB1 to JB4. One, it allows you to data log. That's when you look at all the parameters of your car to make sure your AFR is right, your timing is right. Because right now you can just throw a JB1 on there or a JB4 and not data log and put it at max boost. But it's gonna be pulling timing. You don't know how the car is running. You're gonna be faster, but doesn't mean the car is gonna be running good. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have a lot of detonation. So one, you get data logging. Two, for your rear drive guys, you get boost by speed. Boost by speed, that allows you for the first certain specific miles an hour. It's really good for real drive guys, so you don't do burnouts. It pretty much brings down the amount of boost you run, and it's without doing burnouts or losing traction. You also have valet mode. You also have map 8 that came out. This should be used with meth. So map 8 should be used with meth. And there's a few other features that are going to be coming out soon that's going to be exclusive for the JB4 that the JB1 just don't have access to. Like, to be quite frank and to be quite honest. I like valet mode because you can switch to map 4, and what that allows you to do is actually turn your stock boost down. So if you are flooring it and you hit 10 psi on stock boost, you could turn it down plus to under, I believe, -6. So you'll only hit 4 psi boost. That's kind of cool feature. And I just love the JB4 for what it is, because I mean, you can still have the Bluetooth on the JB1, but the JB4 is just so much more intuitive and it's just more hands-on, and I just love it. The JB1, I don't like it. From what I try to help people with the JB1, I'm just a bit confused because they only have map 0, 1, 2, and 3. That's it, and that's it. There's nothing else. Period. So all in all, guys. Oh man, you know what, guys? I want to answer your questions. All right, knock this out. Knock this out. I have a hybrid Q50, and I saw a video of you flaming the hybrid. Now, I wasn't trying to flame it. I was just being honest. There's not much you guys can do. I really wish, to be quite frank, as crazy as it is, I would really wish that a tuner can crack that ECU for you guys, and y'all can tune it. Because all in all, it's not really the most versatile type of car because you have pretty much no back folding seats and no trunk space. But I love the idea of having great gas mileage. I just so love that idea. That's so cool, you guys. All right, and one quick thing. All right, hey Bruce, do you know about any? Just read through the thread, Harry. We definitely talked about turbo upgrades already. AMS have larger turbo units, and RT Tuning have their upgraded turbo units, and Pure should be having their upgraded turbo units coming out soon. And everyone needs to run to Greenville last Saturday of every month. Big cars. Okay. All right. So all in all, guys, I'm gonna bring this video to a close. Wait. As an announcement, me and Midwest and a few other Q50 Q60 people are going to be going out to Cecile. I believe in April or March. Hopefully Midwest is watching, but we're gonna go when all the big tuber call outs go. So we want to go out there, meet you guys if you want to come out, and you know, pick on some bigger motors. You know, some cars out there who got some bigger motors, and I go that are pretty quick because if some of the guys that are watching, we have currently at this moment Q50 Q60 VR30s in low 11s. And some of them are on E85, almost cracking into 10s. And we have some on 93 pump that are going to lower 11s. So we're going to put these Q50 Q60s on the market. And then for the few people who do have the 3.7 Q50, I still got to show love to you guys, man. I'm still helping my friends with their G37 and their 370Zs with their regular bolt-ons. But at the end of the day, if you guys can save up your pennies and nickels, just get a STILLEN supercharger kit. I still think, yeah, it's quite expensive, but it gives you the most power and smiles per gallon, you know, smiles per gallon. So all in all, guys, this is me signing out. I really wish I could answer more of your questions. Erwin, I'm going to make a video for you for the 2.0T. Definitely, even though it's a Mercedes motor, I'm going to make a video for you just because your last comment. So all in all, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Y'all can contact me at boostinmotion on Instagram and boostinmotion on Facebook. All right. If you like this video, hit the like. And this is boostinmotion signing out. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. See y'all in the next video. Good day.